And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back after many long months to another edition of the Hatchery Cup. Hatchery Cup number 14. I'm, of course, your VIP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, by the people in chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all. It has been far too long. For those that are maybe a little bit newer to the channel, the Hatchery Cup is a monthly tournament. It's a monthly open cup, actually. Open cup every single month, Hatchery Cup. But it's been... how long? how long has it been since the last Hatchery Cup? Hold up. You know what? I have the technology. Let's double check here. Hatchery Cup number 13 was it was almost a year ago. It was back in May. Back in May of 2024. It has been almost an entire year since the last Hatchery Cup, so it's been a very long time, but it has returned. Is it back to a regular monthly basis, or is it a one-off? Yet to be determined, but regardless, we are here, we have returned, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the green Terran player. We have, representing 3D Clan, Blazer. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you believe will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as you can get your Gamba going as we jump into our initial best of 3, our round of 16 match, our TvT. When it comes to the rest of the brackets, we will head on over momentarily to said bracket to catch up on all that is going on after this series. After this series, we'll catch up on the brackets. Otherwise, welcome one and all once again to the Hatchery Cup. Despite the name of the event, of course, it is open to all races, to all players, all shapes, all sizes. Also, a big shout out to Hatzel. Big shout out to Hatzel. Big shout out. Hatzel, of course, is the organizer of the event, is casting on her own channel, and also the organizer, and also the admin, and all things Hatchery Cup related. So big shout out Hatzel for hosting the event once again and for bringing back its return. And we're here. We're back. Again, we just wrapped up with Sea Duckling Open. Sea Duckling Open was a couple of hours ago. Now we are back, and even before that, we were live with the KSL, with the Korean StarCraft League. But now we have returned with the Hatchery Cup, and tomorrow we're going to be back with Sparkling Tuna Cup as well. So plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft, plenty of action ahead of us. Let's go. Let us go. For the time being, going to be settling in. We do have our initial opener, Rax Expand Economic Opener out of Nicoract, going for a 1-1-1. Meanwhile, we have Blazer going for a double gas opener, Faster Factory, Delayed CC. So we have a Blazer going for a bit of an earlier factory, so earlier tech, earlier aggression out of our green Terran. Our blue Terran, later factory, faster command center, more economic opener out of Nicoract. He's going to be taking a more defensive role. So bunker is on the way. Nicoract is going to be the defender. Blazer is going to be the aggressor. Oh boy. Here we go. So best of luck in said chat. So do settle in. Gonna be settling in from here. And with our initial aggressive opener, we're going to be opening up initially with the Reapers and with a Hellion. Interestingly enough, Blazer doesn't move out. He doesn't move out across the map, so he doesn't quite test the waters. Not yet. He's more concerned about patrolling back at home, waiting for his earlier tank production, getting to the tech lab, getting to the factory, likewise getting into a tech lab on the starport. So tank production, Raven production, potentially even a Banshee as well. A bit of a supply block is going to slow us down though. Yeah, rough supply block here for Blazer. It will delay his first tank because the tank is delayed, and Nicoract is getting to his own cycling production, and Nicoract is catching up when it comes to his build. The faster factory opener is great and all, but again, if you're getting supply block for the opener is a little bit shaky, then that will delay, and that will allow Nicoract to catch up and keep up with said production. Devin Durant's makes on the way. We have Raven production here for Blazer. Likewise, Raven production from Nicoract as well. Blazer should be up in tanks and up in Ravens, but again, because of the shaky start, the lead isn't necessarily as clear as it otherwise would be. So we'll see if he can recover. We'll see if he can still maintain that lead and make use of it. Meanwhile, for the most part, we're just going to be settling in here, just saturating on 2 bases, and we'll see if either player throws down additional production or throws down a faster third CC. That's what we're waiting for here. Like a faster, speaking of oh my god. Speaking of faster TC, Nicoract, he does throw down his third command center incredibly quickly. So very greedy. Once again, economic opener out of Nicoract and a greedy follow-up out of Nicoract as well. Meanwhile, Blazer across the map has yet to throw down his own command center. Not yet. He could throw down extra Raxes first. He could throw down a second starport. But there it is. It's going to be a later CC for Blazer. So once again, Nicoract is just one step ahead economically. Is that one step ahead? Behind that, or after that, is going to throw down 2 more Raxes. We see Blazer still building up himself, and once again, Blazer's not really being too aggressive. He does scan, he does confirm the tanks and the Ravens, is aware of the opener, is aware of the composition of Nicoract. Now we're getting into our bio setup. Likewise, 2 Raxes on the way for Blazer. Once again, the Raxes are delayed. They're later than the Raxes of his opponent. So Nicoract so far is looking in a better position. He's looking good, looking solid. Very much so. When it comes to Blazer, we do see that instead of going for additional Ravens, is going to be switching into the Reactor and going for a Reactor to Viking production. So Blazer will have the air control with those additional Vikings. Nicoract, on the flip side, he will get there. He's going for a bit of a later Reactor instead of going for an add-on swap, or actually using the starport for add-on production for faster Marines. So instead, we have faster stim, commitment into bio production with 1-1 upgrades, and delayed Vikings out of Nicoract. He might even go for Medevacs first. So we are diverting when it comes to the compositions. We have a bio tank from Nicoract, and we have tank Raven Viking out of Blazer. Is also getting to bio, don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a little bit more delayed. Army dives in, nice lock on, takes down the Cyclone. Does catch a Cyclone. Nicoract's scout is denied. This guy's denied. Scan does reveal the Vikings. Now Nicoract knows. Okay. He knows that we have additional Viking production, which means he knows that he's going to be heading Marines, heading Bio. Just now getting to his own Medevacs, not even Vikings. And Blazer, he will have potential with his army. For those that are curious as to, oh, why are there so many Vikings? Air control is paramount in TvT, just because tanks, they shoot further than they can see. So air control allows you to extend the vision for your tank so they can actually extend and get as much value as possible. Likewise, Liberators on the horizon as well. How do you deal with Libs? Usually with Vikings. So as long as Blazer maintains Viking control, air control, then he can make use of those Liberators when it comes to the main army as well. As Blazer moves out, takes his third base. Meanwhile, Nicoract, his is already saturated, already on 14 SCVs, taking his gases. So Nicoract, he's one step ahead economically, but Blazer is moving in. And again, Blazer, he does have that Liberator lead and Viking lead. So he's got more, of course, he has more Vikings, he has Liberators, and we'll see if he can break through. Meanwhile, Nicoract, he does sneak out across the map. He does double drop into the main. Unscouted. Unseen, unscattered. Blazer gets spotted, and Nicoract, he will siege, and he stims into the main base, stims into the mineral line. SCV is going to be going down. Production is going to be delayed. Ooh, gets a kill here on one of the Raxes, and he's not done. He's going to keep going. He's going to keep pushing in, and now Blazer, there's pressure. There's pressure on the green Terran. He has to move in. He has to push. He has to commit. And he does move forward with that initial Liberator. Oh no, I've never said. Oh no, they got siege! Tank on sieges, Liberator goes down. There was no support for the Liberator, and with that, the drop in the main base is wreaking havoc. It's ending the game. Blazer, he turns everything back around. This one double drop is doing too much damage. Takes down the tank, takes down the production, that gets one mineral line, and now going for the other. GG gets called. In one fell swoop with one double drop, Nicoract, he pops off, and he takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Very impressive play there by Nicoract. Again, Blazer, when it came to his opener, it was an opener, it was a solid opener, but I say solid opener, did mess up a little bit when it comes to his the execution of the initial build, and unfortunately by the time he moved out, he didn't have vision of any kind of drop play. It does feel like he missed his timing, and he wasn't able to quite make use of the army itself. Nicoract was in position. He was in position, he had the high ground, he was sieged up with his tanks, he was able to hold the line and get away with that double drop, and that double drop just won the game. It just won the game for Nicoract. It was crazy. It was intense. GG. GG. Well played. Whew. Nicoract, he will take a lead in the series, and we'll see if he can extend it and take the series. Bearing in mind, it is going to be, of course, a best of 3. So Nicoract, he needs one more game to take it all, to win it all, and advance on into the next round. And we'll get to who's going to be waiting for him, or who's going to be potentially up against him. We'll get there. We will get there. Until then, hope you're all doing well. Yes, exclamation mark B in the chat to have a look at the back of yourselves. Otherwise, looks like we are diving into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Abyssal Reef. Let's go. Abyssal Reef as game number 2. And Abyssal Reef is going to be an interesting one here. So we go from the smallest map, Whispers of Gold, to one of the largest maps in the tournament map pool. Abyssal Reef, of course, is a very large map, long rush distance by ground, very defendable bases at your natural, your third, and your fourth, and even your fifth base. All very defendable, all very fortifiable. Because of that, we could see a very different style out of our players. We'll see. As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, we have our Red Terran. You have a Red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes, leading the series 1-0. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Green Terran player representing 3D Clan. It is Blazer. Here we go. I keep wanting to say Blazer. Okay, god damn it. Oh my god. As I said that we might take a different approach, and we are, but not the approach that I was expecting, as Blazer does move out with 2 SCVs already, moving out for proxy 2 racks. Now, I say proxy 2 racks, this is an interesting variation because 1 racks is back at home, so it's going to be a little bit hidden here. Basically, this is designed to make it look normal, to make it look standard, like, oh look, you know, I have a racks back at home, I'm taking a gas, I'm building up to a CC. Little would Nicoract know that it is going to be proxy 2 racks with a 3rd racks back at home. Now, when it comes to this build, bearing in mind that Nicoract does open up double gas, so double gas opener. Last game we had Nicoract opening up with a single gas into a faster natural, into a faster 3rd base. Like, in general, Nicoract, he was quite greedy last game. It was very risky, I would say. Here, very safe play, as he opens up double gas, which means this time he's not going for a fast expansion, he's going for a faster factory into faster Hellion production, which is going to be ideal against the aggressive build of his opponent. So Nicoract is playing safe after a greedy build, after a greedy game. After a greedy game, he does play safe. We do see Nicoract, he's denied the scouts into the main, so he's kept hidden, he's kept in the dark. And the Raxes are massing, the Reapers are building up. Yeah, Reaper production underway. See Blazer getting his 2nd gas geyser. Nicoract back at home, there's that factory a little bit further back in the main mineral line. Nicoract does move out. Who shoots first? Oh, I believe Nicoract, but it does take a KDA charge to the face. Nicoract, he has to retreat. Has to pull away. Does hide in the tall grass. In the reeds. And Nicoract will shoot first. Ooh. Has to back off though. Has to pull away. Likewise, we do have a flanking Reaper. Nice catch. The Reaper does flank, and Nicoract will lose one of his Reapers. Massive pickoff. Nicoract has to pull away. The CC's in trouble, but he has a Hellion in production. Without that Hellion, though, the SCVs are going to be exposed. SCV force back. Hellion has arrived. With the help of the Hellion, yeah, he can zone this away. Nicoract again. The safe build does pay off. Ooh, takes down one of the Reapers, and he has control of the ramp. Chasing this any further is risky. Yeah, he has to back off. He has to respect it. He has to respect the army. Ooh. Reapers, a lineup, massive connections. Gets 1, gets 2. Takes down 2 Reapers. A 2nd Hellion has arrived in Nicoract. Yeah, he shuts us down. He completely shuts us down. It was a big gamble by Blazer. He was hoping that Nicoract would be greedy again, but Nicoract was anything but greedy. Nicoract, nice control. He pulls away the weakened Hellion, pulls it back to repair. Takes control of the map, and Blazer, he is in trouble. And he's still making nothing but pure Reaper. No SCVs back at home, no saturation. Nicoract, he's getting up to 2 bases. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Nicoract. He does not repair that Hellion, so it's still a little bit weakened. It's still 1 shot away from going down. He also does bypass the Reapers. And we might end up in a base trade. Blazer is going for the mineral line. SCV's going to be going down, and Nicoract, is he going to commit? I guess he has to, but he has to break down a full wall. And we're just going for the base trade. SV's going to be falling. Likewise, Nicoract, he does get into the middle line. SV's also going to be going down on both ends, on both sides. He does force the SVs down to the low ground. Buying time for the Banshee. Banshees are on the way up. Nicoract in position. Likewise, the Reapers, they pull back to the Hellions. Hellions, they roast off the middle line. Every single SV goes down. Yeah, every worker falls across the map. Reapers, they bust into the main, but there's a Cyclone. And the Cyclone kites well. Oh, the Master Repair. Oh my god. Whew. Master Repair in time. GG gets called as Nicoract, he wreaks havoc and cleans up everything across the map. He defends back at home. Good luck in the next round. Well played, and Nicoract will claim the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played, Nicoract. He will claim the series. Very impressive play, very impressive performance by Nicoract, as he does come out on top. He does fight well. Likewise, just really safe play out of Nicoract. He rolled the dice. I say he rolled the dice. Really, Blazer rolled the dice. Blazer rolled the dice. He was hoping that Nicoract would be greedy, but Nicoract, he was not. Nicoract, he was playing very safe, in a sense, very good star sense or game sense, or again, did just pick his opener very well. After being greedy, he decided to be a little bit safer, and the stars aligned. The stars aligned for Nicoract, who was able to completely shut down the build of his opponent and snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played. Nicoract will advance on, and the question becomes, who is up against Nicoract in the next round? We're here to find out. We're here to find out. Here we go as we switch our scenes over and catch up on the brackets. Bam! Oh my god.